Hello, everybody. I'm exactly on time today. So I'm either early or late, or think I've got plenty of time. So today, I think just general chat, catch up, updates. Do excuse me chewing, but I've got to have peppermint, got terrible heartburn. So where should we begin? Let's start with book review. I finished. This was a book. If you want to see what it's about, go back a couple of lives. I knew it was going to be a good book because it's one of those, when you put it down, you want to carry on reading. So that's always a good book for me. I didn't get how it was going to end till all quite close to the last minute. But then I was like, oh, I know how it's going to end. And it did. And you know me, I like a book where I don't really know how it's going to end. But because it's a good ending, I would thoroughly recommend this. As I said, there's a lot of Gaelic in it, because it's set on a small island just off of Scotland. So if you're interested in that, there's not too much if you're not that interested in it. But if you are, there's a few words and it explains how people's names, the difference of people's names, and how anyone from the island, their surname basically begins with an M, pretty much. Yeah, lots of twists and turns. The main character, you hear a lot about from both his past as a child growing up on the island and about his recent life, and it jumps backwards and forwards, but not in a confusing way. I know sometimes those sort of books can be a bit confusing, but it kind of told the story as they referred to something in his past. You then heard about that in the story. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend that if you can get hold of it. As I say, these are all old books that people donated to me. So if you can get it, or maybe as a free audio book, if you go on Kindle, mostly the old books you can get for free. I never pay for anything on Kindle. So thoroughly recommend that. Will I keep it? Maybe for now. I think I need to forget the story a little bit. So yeah, I think we'll put that in the keep pile for now. Very good. It's a murder mystery, but not kind of a Miss Marple type murder mystery, a sort of modern take on it. So yeah, that's in the keep pile. Let's put that there. And what am I going to read next? Well, I literally thought, oh, I haven't got a book to show you next. So I just grabbed one off the pile. So I don't know what it's about. This is by Reginald Hill, and it's called The Woodcutter. And it says, one of the most gripping crime novels of the past few years. And it's a nice thick book. I do like a nice chunky. I don't like hardback books. I find them quite a pain to read. I like a nice old softback book. So that's the cover of it. And I'll read the back for you. It says, on the surface, Wolf Hadder's life had been a fairy tale. From humble origins as a Cumbrian woodcutter's son, he becomes a hugely successful entrepreneur and marries his childhood sweetheart. But all good things must come to an end. Wolf is woken on his wedding anniversary by a police raid and imprisoned for crimes he swears he did not commit. His wife abandons him as further evidence hammers nails into his coffin, and he retreats into silence for years. Why would anyone destroy his life so completely? Wolf would kill for an answer to this question. He is certain of two things, that the truth lies in a lingering mystery from his youth, and that he hasn't committed a crime worth being locked up for. Not yet. Woohoo. So that could be good, and that could be quite gripping. So I will maybe start that very soon. Put those there. And other updates. How is my cross stitch coming along? Anyone who doesn't know, it's a gardening apron. And just because it had squares on it, I thought I'd cross stitch on it. So the top pocket, I put my name. And then because this is unique merch, it's only me that's going to wear it. I did my channel name. And I've done vegetables around my channel name. So last time you saw the cauliflower, you saw the leek or spring onion. I did a beetroot, that was new last time. Beetroot. I did sweet corn. And look, what's next to the sweet corn now? It's a carrot. Mike just went, oh, hope you're doing a carrot. I was like, yes. As I say, I'm not doing red things right next to the words. I don't know if I'm going to do a few carrots or not, because there's not that many vegetables left on the same sort of size scale. So maybe I'll do a few carrots, but maybe I'll come back to that. I'll start and do other things first and see what space I've got left. I haven't really planned it, other than not having read things right by the words. So maybe I'll do a tomato, say, up in this corner. Something like that. So the reds aren't sort of blending in with the words. Cucumber maybe along the bottom or something under the words. And then I'll space everything out that I've got. There's a few pictures I don't really like. When I look at them, if I looked at the picture of the things done, I thought, oh, what's that? I thought, oh, I'm not doing that then. I was going to do only things I grow, but there's a picture of something else that I think, oh, I'm going to add that in. So, yeah, that's the apron. And I thought this would be good for the garden when I'm tying crops up, like to a stake or something. I can keep the scissors in one side of the pocket and the twine in the other side of the pocket, so I don't have to keep bending down. So I thought I'd maybe use it for that kind of thing. So there's an update. If you go on Blue's channel tomorrow, I can't tell you the title. Yes, I can. It's English time. Let me see. So she's 2 hours before me. So it would be 3 p.m. tomorrow. Channel's Blues Self. Oh, but the way I suddenly don't know words. Blues Self-Reliance. Blues Self-Reliance. And if you just go on her channel, it should tell you what time the live's going to be. But I think it's, what did I just say? 3 p.m. English time. So I don't know if you can compute that at all. And she shows little crafts that people have done on her channel. So if you go onto her live, and you might see some crafts. There's some fabulous stuff on there last time I was on there. And if you've got a craft you do, you can always email her a picture and she might just show it. What else? Oh, if you saw my community post, you will see fabulous news I had. Hey, Blue, I've just been talking about you. What? Just been talking about your channel tomorrow. If you know what your times are, I know you're on at 3 p.m. my time tomorrow. If you've got translation of that time, Blue, do put it up for your live tomorrow. I can't compute times. I just know you're 2 hours ahead of me, backwards from me, 2 hours behind me. Hey, Ashley. Ashley's a bit crafty. Yes, you are. Yeah, I know you're 3 p.m. GMT, but I know a lot of our American friends got no clue what GMT relates to their time. So if you've got conversion of that, do put them up for your live tomorrow. Ashley's got a great video up as well. He's doing a collaboration of something about growing in small spaces. So do go and look at Ashley's channel. And he's done a bit about, because he swapped from a big allotment to a much smaller one. So he's got little tips and ideas there. So do go and have a look at that. Yes, as I was saying, my news that you might have seen on my community post. Bear in mind, I live in a really tiny island. I had a visit from my first YouTube viewer. Yes, it was so much fun. I will be filming another time because his wife wasn't able to come. So, and they have given me permission to show the photograph that was on my community post. And obviously I'm going to check anything about filming or anything with if they want their son in it or not. But this is a picture William drew. William's the boy, not the dad. This is a picture William drew while he was here. I'm pretty sure he said he was 7. Isn't that fantastic? And the reason I've got this, he did lots of drawing. He left this one behind. He forgot to pick it up. So, William, if you're watching, I'm keeping it safe for you. He actually copied a toy that he had with him called Toothless. And he was quite a genius because he was saying about he wanted his toy, what he drew, to have some ice. And he needed some ice for it. So he used one of those little tiny clear Lego blocks, you know, the like see-through glassy looking ones. And that was the ice cube in case he was thirsty, I guess. Blue said the link is up. Anyone wants to see what time it is, they click on live link and show their time zones. You're clueless too. I do have a chart somewhere, but I don't know where it is now. It's a lovely dragon. Yeah, it's super, isn't it? That is super. So that's William. And then Joe was the dad. And then his wife, Katie, I've yet to meet. But we've made really good connections. And as I say, he's moved to Cyprus. So he's looking for, he's renting at the moment, and he's looking for a forever home. And he watches my channel, and he obviously wants to look into growing, being self-sufficient. He was looking at how we built one of our own solar panels. We only paid for copper piping, and the rest of it we made completely ourselves. So he was looking at that, and he said, could he take photos of it? There are videos on it on Mike's channel, Olive Farm Retreat Cyprus, and it's a 3-parter. So if you're interested in that, even the hot water tank wasn't a hot water tank. You know what we're like. So, yeah, so we've got connections there. Obviously, I said if he wants to grow stuff, don't go and buy stuff. I'm quite happy. I can finally actually send someone trees, actual trees. So I'm starting off like some olive trees. I've got some fig trees, grapevines. So rather than you guys who I send you the seeds, he can actually have starters if he wants. So that's really good. We've got great connections there. We're definitely meeting up again. Yes, I don't know if you guys are all getting that or what. You know, I said I was playing a bit of a game with the algorithms. Well, mine's gone from less than 2 weeks. Mine's gone from 1.40K to 1.8 something K in less than 2 weeks. It's very interesting, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm getting something like 6K views a day. What's that all about? It's weird. It's weird. And I put one video up in a week that had 2.K views, and we're not talking shorts. I was like, oh, okay. Something's going on. I think someone in the office is pressing buttons. So yeah, if it carries on like that, I'm trying to get 1.5. That would be the highest I've ever got. So I'm trying to get 1.5, and then I'll be happy. Hey, B&C Gardening's here. How are you doing, my friend? Nice to see you here. If you haven't checked them out, guys, they're a really fab channel. I'm loving their videos. Really great content there. Really lovely. So it's worth checking it out if you haven't been over there. Yeah, so that was my visit by, as I say, it's a very small island here. So to actually have viewers that connect and come and visit you, and we had a great time together. Really did. Fantastic. So I will be filming us at a later point. And I thought it would be nice, if they're happy to do it, to do a video about why they've moved to Cyprus. And I am encouraging Joe to either start a channel, because they'll be starting growing from the very beginning, or if not, then obviously I'd quite like to film little bits of that for you. Pickles wasn't featured in it, but you got 60 views overnight. There you go, Ashley. It's not just the dog. There are a lot of people really excited about the collab. It would help to get a good boost each month. Are you feeling better? Are you speaking to me? If you're speaking to me, yes. Up and down. I've actually done something to my leg at the moment. But I was out today. I think I did it today, actually, suddenly doing stuff in the garden. Mike's been strimming, so I was raking that up, composting that. And all my big pots I grow in my water bottle containers, I planted a lot of those out because it's so hot here now during the day. A little bit cooler at night and sort of about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But apart from that, it's pretty hot during the day. It's now 5:45 at night, so it's just starting to cool down again. So I thought, right, I'm going to plant out as much as I can now. Still got a little bit indoors growing, which I think I'm posting. What day is it today? Wednesday. So my next post is Friday. I've got a feeling that's what I'm posting next, is the update on that, which I filmed on the last day of February. So what was that? Yesterday. Filmed it, edited it. Oh, quick. So I've got that. I will still be doing seeds indoors, other bits. I'm thinking about the weekend planting my, what are they called? Sweet corn seeds outside. I'm thinking about that. I think March, possibly. I did it last year. So I'm thinking about that. I've got the beds almost weeded. All those water bottles have been mesmerised. I think the most I had at one time this year out there was about 35 outside. And then if you see every now and then there's some inside, there's probably around 10 inside at a time. But yeah, I think there's about 35 outside at any one point full. So that gives you an idea. When you get to my hugel beds, that's where most of the stuff ends up going. Some of it in the raised beds. But next time I do a tour of the hugel beds, you'll see some more stuff. Let's see, have I missed any chat? No, I think I'm up to date with that. Let me know what you're all growing right now. Is there something you're just seeding or something just coming up? Do go and look at Glitter World. She's just finished her live and she was so excited for something. So do go and have a look at her live that she's just finished doing and see what she's grown. And do leave her a comment. She'd be so thrilled if you comment on what she's grown for the first time. You want to put them in size order. You're very welcome to come and do that, Ashley, anytime. I apologise for chewing. I said at the beginning, I've got to have some peppermint because I've got terrible indigestion for no reason. I've discovered now it's when I drink water, interestingly, because I'm always getting it either at night when I lay on my right side, although I won't have it till I go to bed, and it's not laying down, because if I lay on my back on my left side, I don't get it. As soon as I turn my right, I get it. And the other time I always get it is during my lives. And then I suddenly realised before I start my lives, I always have a big slug of water and then I'm having water while I'm talking. And since then, I've realised it's when I drink water, if I'm not eating at the same time. Very bizarre. Have to look into that. Blue says, I have to get my peppers, aubergines and leeks in this week. Been put it off. No choice now, has to happen. So peppers, aubergines, leeks. I do like a nice leek. I really do. I think leeks are really great in things. just add flavours. My aubergines or eggplants, I've been using those mostly this year in sauces. Just been throwing them in with my sauces. It seems to make a nice little flavour, that. I'm not eating them as aubergines. I've just been putting the sauces. Although, if I've frozen them, I didn't realise that I don't want to defrost them and then chop them. No. You can chop them straight from the freezer, anyone who doesn't know. They're a bit hard at first, but just as you start chopping, then they will start breaking up really well. If you leave them to defrost and then chop them, personally, I can't chop them like that. Ashley says, I'm trying leeks in deep root trainers this year. Righty-ho. Blue says, I have some Egyptian recipes. Oh, I want to make this year with them. Blue, you just like, you're all over the place in a good way. There's so many, like, you know, they call them spider charts or spider diagrams. You have blue in the middle. And it goes, I can do this and this and this and this and this. That's why I love your channel. There's always something new and different happening. Gosh, Egyptian recipes. That'd be interesting. We've got quite a lot of Egyptian restaurants here, obviously, because we're so close to Egypt. Oh, that'd be great. I'd be interested in those. To be fair, I don't watch many recipe videos because I just can't really be doing the cooking anymore. It's getting harder and harder as time goes on to actually cook. And when we were really not well off at all, I used to get upset watching recipe ones because it used to make me feel hungry. And I was like, I wish I could have that. But sometimes I do get drawn in. Blue did one the other day, what she's making Tanny for lunch. And I watched that. It was the title. I was like, oh, that sounds nice. But I'd say 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't even make the things I look at, but I really like them. I like ideas, but I just can't stand and cook in the kitchen anymore. It takes too much out of me. BNC gardening, I have chives, onions and garlic growing. Oh, lovely. Is that normal chives? I've got some garlic chives. I like a nice chive in a cheese sandwich. Oh, I do like that. And garlic. Everyone knows I'm a great lover of garlic. Blue says, for me, learning about different cultures, a lot about the food. It helps a lot when you want to do more scratch cooking too, because it breaks up the monotony. Cool. Both. Oh, both. That's lovely. That's lovely. Super. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'll have to come back over and see how you're doing. I don't think I've been over this week to your channel, so I'll be back again. Ashley said, looked into Blue's Welsh cakes this morning again. Oh. Ashley's like me. Ashley likes his grub. Ashley likes his grub. Talking of which, I was on Nonna Grace's video. Now, Blue would know what this is, I'm sure, because Blue's quite helpful for me if I don't know something. Let me type it in because I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. And straight away, Blue will know this, I'm sure. She's incredible. I've got on my board. That's what I'm looking over there. You've got to make them, hun. They're proper lush. Proper lush. Right. Is this a fruit or vegetable? I would assume it's a vegetable, but Nonna Grace wasn't sure. That thing. And I have spelt it right. And I said, where do you get them from? It looks to me like an uncooked baked potato, like a huge potato. And she was peeling it for this recipe. And she was saying, some people say it tastes like an apple, and some people say it tastes like melon. So I said, where do you find this thing? And she said, if you go and look for your vegetables or whatever in your greengrocers or wherever you get it from, she said, buy the coconuts, where you'd buy coconuts, wherever that bit is. But she said you have to really look because you can't even see them. Hey, I knew Blue would know. It's a vegetable. It's kind of like a turnip, crossed with a radish, but they're really yum. Yeah, I said to her, I'm going to go and see if I can find any. I was going to say, Blue, how do you pronounce it? I'm listening, Blue. How do you pronounce it? I'm so silly. I would say Gisima. Gisima? Does anyone else know that? As I say, to me, it looked like a big potato, like about this size. And she peeled it. And at first, I thought she was peeling a big potato. If you want to see it, it's Nonna Grace is the channel. If you want to see it. Oh, here we go. Jicama. Ah, jicama. What country is it from? Do you know that, Blue? Do you know what country it's from? There, she said near the coconuts, but I don't know if that means it's of that irk. Don't start me on turnips. Don't start you on turnips. I mean, I know kohlrabi, it's like you peel it and that, but it's like South America. Righty-ho. I'm definitely interested in that. And I'm assuming you can use it kind of like kohlrabi. You can use any which way you like. I'm assuming you could use it in any way. Yeah, so you say it's a vegetable. So, yeah. Would you suggest it goes with something particular? I love turnips. I have kohlrabi growing. What colour kohlrabi do you have? And guys, do you say red or purple? Some people say red and some say purple. Oh, first time. Oh, excellent. Seen people eat them raw like apples. Yeah, that's like kohlrabi as well. You can eat that raw. And in fact, sometimes I just grate it up and just grate mine up. I've got some more of that to actually harvest. My red one, or purple, whatever you want to say, that didn't grow so well this year. I had more white. They'd be lovely in coleslaw roasted. Yeah, so that's exactly how I have kohlrabi. So, okay, I'm going to say it's of that same kind of thought then. Whatever you use it, I guess you could stir fry a bit as well. A little bit, like you could add it like with carrot and stir fry a little bit at the last minute. I'm going to look into that. I hope I can get some. Let me write down how to say it, because if I can't find it, I'm going to ask. Jicama. 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 Okay. I will let you know. Don't know which one. Okay. Yeah, treat it like kohlrabi, I reckon. Cool. Excellent. But the thing with kohlrabi, because you've got those little nodules, it's a bit annoying, isn't it, peeling it? Whereas this, as I say, she's peeling it so easily, like a potato. Ashley says, kohlrabi is delicious and easy to grow. Don't let it get too big as it gets tough. Yeah, exactly. I always say tennis ball in my mind is too big. I always pick mine before that. Same with aubergines. I've seen people grow fantastic big ones, but for me, the taste goes. But that's also okra. We've always said this. We've said this before. Okra, if people don't like it, it's normally because they've tried it too big. So there's that. And talking of seeds and growing, we didn't mention seeds, but growing, it is the first of the month. And so therefore, on my community page, I have picked somebody in my community that's very active in my community to receive free seeds for this month. So go check it out. You'll see the pictures the same every month of holding seeds. That's the picture you're looking for in the community post, in case I put something up after that. You've got a picture of holding seeds, and then I put who's been the recipient for this month for getting free seeds. And they're all seeds that I've grown here. I've grown the produce and it's seeds from that. So go and look at that. See if you're the recipient. If you are, then you have to send me an email. My email's there. You have to send me an email with an address where you want them sent to you. Do not nominate somebody else to receive them. If you don't want them, then we just roll it. And next month I pick somebody else. So you need to get back to me within the month with an address, because I can't just keep them all piling up. It'd be too much for me to deal with. Hence only do one a month. So do check that out, see my community post and see who the recipient is this month to get free seeds. And then do let me know as well in the email if there's anything particular you do or don't want, because I've got flowers, not many flowers, vegetables, trees, and so on and so forth. Hey, Nana's there. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Haven't seen you that long ago. Thanks for being here. That's lovely. I was saying in the chat about Shirley's special thing she's grown up. Don't mention what it is, because I said they need to go and look at something she's grown today. Need to go back and check her live out. So don't put what it is. And then they can go and check out Shirley's video, her live. That was a super live, wasn't it? So much fun today. So yeah, that's about that. Let me say, oh yeah, I put little notes on my board now so I remember what to say. Great, thanks. Came for growing fruit growing tips. Wait, I can give you the link to that video you were asking. Obviously, we can't do links on Shirley's live. Wait, let me find that video. Bear with me, folks. You wanted pomegranate. So that's video 163. I would number my videos, but the only thing is you don't have many letters, characters. So if I numbered some, I won't be able to put all the words in for the title. What did I say? 163. Oh, there we go. So here's the video. There is the video you want, my friend, on the pomegranates. If you've got any more questions, I gave you my email. Do you need my email again in case you didn't get it? People panic when I put my email up, but I'm sure pretty most of you put emails up. It's not my private email. It's my YouTube email. Right, let me find where my email is, because it's not underneath, I don't think, today. Normally I put it underneath. No problem. You're welcome. There's my email in case you didn't catch it. Let me see. Great. Came here for fruit growing tips. I saw it pruning citrus trees. Ah, yes. Because, you know, I have my other channel as well. So anyone who doesn't know, I have another channel. And today I posted, what number are we up to? My fruit trees, what else I grow apart from vegetables. So if anyone wants to look at that, we have a linky there, which will also take you to my other channel if you don't know it. I've heard it takes minimum 3 years to fruit. Is that right? Depends on where you are. Depends on where you are. I've got a little tiny one, and I mean a little tiny one, and it actually fruited the second year, and a proper pomegranate. Just one pomegranate. I actually grow them because I like the red flowers. It's like now we've got all our blossom out. So we've got the orange trees, blossom, lemon, mandarin, almond trees, and they all, and the quince trees. It's so pretty, my garden, with all the blossom on all the trees. And that's really why I grow the pomegranate trees. I can take them or leave them. The guests like the pomegranates. They like to pick, and they go and pick the lemons and the oranges. So, but the pomegranates I really grow for prettiness. I had them indoors. Yeah, I think you said you had them indoors. Yeah, you might find they actually do go quicker because if you've got heat indoors. Lou says most fruit trees take 7 to 10 years to start fully fruiting. You can get the odd one or two though while it's getting stronger. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I was going to tell you a funny story prior. as you know, we are totally off grid. We don't have any services. And yesterday, this van drove down our driveway. And I could see what it was. It's got the signs of the electrical company on it. My hands are for Ashley. So I thought, what's that doing down here? And it drove down, and the lady driving. I sound surprised because you don't normally get that here. So that's not me being funny. You don't really get that here. They don't send the female workers out on their own. Excuse me. Anyway, the lady jumps out, and in Cypriot, she says, no, I've come to cut you off. I was like, that's nice. You're quite welcome. And she said, no. She seemed like, was she all right with that? And I said, we don't have electricity. She said, no, you won't have electricity. I'm come to cut you off. So I went, I don't know where you'll cut us off from because we're on solar. Oh, she gets back and drives off grid, off the planet, if you ask me. That's me, Ash. Yeah. And Mike said, you should have said to her, what name are you looking for so we know who's being cut off? Because around here, no one lives full time, but there are some properties where they use them for parties and whatever else and weekends. So they bought electricity here. Time passes. So not that many years ago, I'm going to guess 5 years, I could be wrong. And they did bring electricity to the area because you've got goat farms and that, so they wanted the power. When we first lived here, we did just go and ask how much would it be. And because there was no electricity, not even remotely near our area, they wanted, I think it was about 20,000 just to connect us. So we're like, no thanks. But it's a bit naughty, really, because the more people that had it and they all paid between them and bought it in, if we now, which we don't want to, but if we now went and got connected, we get for like next to nothing because, as you know, they've just got to bring it from the nearest point to us. And I was like, nah, you're laughing. Yeah. So, yeah, that was just a little incidental. So Mike said it's funny because on Monday we have a big celebration, a big holiday here. It's called Green Monday. And Mike said, oh, lucky they didn't come before that then, because there was a great big party here and in our neighbour's property that they use for parties and whatever. And he said, imagine that if they had no power and they had all these people there. So it was quite funny. Yeah, it's funny. What else? Oh, got a workaway coming. I think I told you that last time. She's arriving. It's a female. She's arriving on Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday. She's arriving on Tuesday. We've actually said we'll pick her up from the airport. I think Wyatt's got a bit cross prior to that because she was going to get a bus. It's like an airport bus and it goes to major sort of big, I say, imagine cities. We don't have big cities, but at big locations. It goes to about 4 places. And she was going to get it from Paphos Airport, which is not too far from us, about, 40 minutes from us. So that's nothing. And she was going to get the bus from there, she said, into Limassol and then get to us from there. Well, we're nearer Paphos Airport than we are Limassol. And there's no way she could have really got back. But before she even said that, I'd said, we'll pick you up because just to clarify things a little bit, I wanted to make sure she brings enough food with her until Mike goes shopping, because he's happy to take them shopping when he goes because she's not getting a car. So we thought by picking her up at the airport, on the way back to ours, we'll stop at the supermarket and tell her she needs to get enough stuff before, I think, Friday or Saturday, whenever Mike's going. Ashley says, I'm setting up a business cleaning solar panels, but I'm only doing single story buildings as I'm scared of heights. I live in a single story building and mine aren't even on my roof. No, not even on the roof. If you've seen the video, we got tracker ones that turn. Wonder, I don't know if I could find you that. I've shown it in an introduction somewhere. I don't think I've done it as a separate video. And they're tracker ones, so they follow the sun. I think they've got 3 or 4 points during the day, but when the sun moves, they go around with them. And then at the end of the day, they automatically come back, reset to the start point. Be on my off-grid thing. Basic overview of our off-grid and frugal living. Off-grid and frugal living, what can be run on solar and more. Could be in that. Ultimate frugal life. New project, won't be in that one. Answering questions on off-grid homesteading and frugal living. Could be in that. Could be. Salvage, blah, blah. Tour of my land. Might be in that. Ways of using all parts of trees and surplus nature. It's not in that one then. Everyday life at rural homestead. Might be in that. Well, it's probably in one of those. I don't know which one it'd be in though. Let's put all 3 up. 106. Don't be in one of them. As I say, I think it's in an intro somewhere because I've got several intros. Do you like that I keep changing my intros? Every now and then I'll make yet another new one. And then every now and then I'll go back to just another one. So there's one. Might be in that one. That's 118. Might be in 106 or 107. Might be in that one. Might be. Or it might be on that one. It should be in one of those 3. It's in one of those 3 if you want to see them. I would recommend them as the best type of solar panels because obviously wherever the sun is, if you've got them on the roof or something, you're only going to get the peak time when the sun comes round. You can get ones on the ground that you can lift and raise that way for different times of the year, but obviously you want this. Hey, Anne. Oh, hello, Anne. How are you? You was on one of my shorts this week. Yes, you was on one of my shorts this week. Now you guys need to go and have a look at my shorts. I don't know if you'll actually see the picture. Let me have a look on my shorts and see if you can see which one you're on. Apparently I'm live. That's good news. Let me just look at my shorts. See if you can see the picture of Anne on the shorts or not. Oh, sort of. Right, it's the last but one. So it's not the last short, it's the one before that. It looks like I'm holding an ID card. Yeah, it looks like I'm holding an ID card. You'll have to look. Yeah, it's rehashed. It's a rehash. It's a rehash. Everyone say hello to Anne. Yes, you look up, you see it, yeah. It does look like an ID card. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a rehash. So you've seen it before, Anne. Just took a little bit. I think I've only actually physically filmed 3 shorts. It's too much effort. So it's just really all I use it for at the moment is going back, because I've got so many new viewers and I'm sure people don't always go back to old videos. So I'm just doing little snippets of old videos. That's the easiest way for me to do that at the moment, just to sort of show little short bits of things I think people will like. Yeah, so I was talking about, I've got a volunteer coming on Tuesday. I've got lots of jibby jobs, things I want to do. I've got a list on my board here. Yes, it is a big whiteboard. I say I've got that on there, that on there. It's like a big easel size, big easel size. It does stand free, but I've got it shut flat and it actually works well as a board just here. So yeah, I've got all the jobs that I kind of want done. And then I've said this before, what I do is the jobs that I think would be suitable for her, but I kind of want done, I then look at, I always think, right, if they only do one job out of all that list, what is that one job that I think, well, at least they did that. That's great. So I try to put in some sort of order like that. You like my background? Oh, Anne, you can't have been on my lives for ages. This has been here for a long time. I actually like it. I like it very much. And it was funny because the last few lives I was dressed up in each live for Carnival. And I thought, I'm sure new viewers are thinking, oh, I've done the background for Carnival as well. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Ashley's saying hit the likey thummy thing. Yes, the likey thummy thing. Thank you, Ashley. It's really sweet of you. It's been a minute. Yeah, bless you. We're busy and your channel's exploded. That was since your big giveaway. It just exploded from there, didn't it? I think that brought a lot of new people to you. And you're lucky because a lot of them stuck, because I know a lot of people do giveaways and they get people for that. But obviously they found you so adorable, Anne, as we all do. So they stuck. So that's great. Oh, talk about giveaways. Andrea's back now, guys. Digging for Health. She's been back a little bit now. She's a massive supporter of my channel. So Andrea from Digging for Health, do go and check her out. And she's just gone over her 1K, but she's doing her 1K giveaway. So do check her out if you don't know her. It was that reel on Instagram. We all thought she was going to burn her house down. Yes, and it takes a lot more time, but I try to still get out with my social media friends. Yeah. Like, well, watch your lives. You can't keep up with them all anymore. So I try and actually go and comment on a short or something as well at the same time, just to sort of hello. So I watch your videos, but I think if I've been on a live, I'm pretty sure you can't read them all and concentrate on what you're doing. So if you see me on the short, that normally means I was in your live as well. And I can't deal with when they're fast. The bigger channels, I have trouble with Sherry's. Sherry's got a lot of chat going on because she's quite big now. And I do have trouble following the chat. And then I'm in that awkward situation. You all know I say hello to everybody in a chat if I'm in a chat. I try and work the room and that, say hello to everyone and talk to everyone, especially if they're new people to someone's channel. We just chat around with them so they feel welcome and not they're just somebody else watching. And I try and do that. But when it's the big channels like Anne's and Sherry's, I really feel like, oh, I haven't said hello to everyone. I've missed people. Have they said hello to me first and I've missed them? Oh, it's so awkward. It really is. So a little bit like, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, it's full of blue today. We're full of blue people. Full of blue people. That's lovely. Nice blue channel. Super duper. Yeah, so let's talk about Kate. So Kate's the volunteer. She's coming from the Ukraine, because people always say where they're coming from. She's coming from Ukraine. She's actually flying from Warsaw to come, obviously. And she is an artist, if you like, and she does photography and painting. She was quite keen on if she could paint a mural or something here. I have no plans for that. But I think as she's so into photography, I would very much like to go on lots of walks with her every day. You've seen my walks channel. I want to take her to the ravine. That's like stunning photography she can do there. And yeah, I think I'll have fun going out for walks and that as well with her. Anne's work in the room. Thank you very much, Anne. It's really good of you. Blue always does that. She's got a little help today. So yeah, let me know what you're all doing. As I always say, this is your community chat. If you want to put a little bit about your channel here, don't just think, oh, everyone in the chat might know me. Obviously, we got the playback later on, so there might be new people that don't know you. So put a little bit in the chat about your channel or what your latest video is. I've talked about people who are on at the beginning, what they're up to. Let's go and see what Anne's last video was. Just we haven't talked about Anne's channel, apart from it's big. Let's see. Apparently I'm still live. That's good. Oh, if you just type Anne in, you get all sorts of weird things come up now. Right, what's Anne's latest video? Oh, do you know what's come up 1 year ago? Because I'm thinking, oh, you've had a haircut. No, 1 year ago. Normally it comes like your latest. Oh, you're not getting your latest ones popping up. Here we go. Two months ago. Is that your last? That can't be your last one, Anne. Is it? Is it? You got 2 months ago. Have I misdone something? This is what I don't like about the shorts. You can't see when they were posted. I don't like that about shorts. I like the way they're not showing what the channel is that's posted a short, but I don't like the way it's not dated. Anyway, whether it's latest or not, I don't know, but Anne's got a short up, need to cook, be ready. Now I'm getting up. The latest video was night before Christmas. I know I've watched her lives. Tuesday streamed 23 hours ago. And then she's done, oh, here we go, a little garden chat 6 days ago. I do like Anne's chats. Anne knows that's my favourite thing about her channel, is her little chitty chats. Oh, there's all things going on. I'll be doing little gardening today. So go and look at Anne's channel. Should be showing that, I expect. I'm late starting seeds this year. Blue is on her phone and can't tag today because she's making the world safe from mutant zombies with Tanny because he's got a week off. You are so funny. Oh dear, Ad's laughing as well. Oh my, I've been doing lives and shorts. Yeah, that's what I've been watching. I was like, oh, I haven't missed anything then. That was just last night, the cook one. Yeah, I don't know why they don't date the shorts. Maybe they don't want them to be looked as out of date, so they don't put the dates on. Yeah, night before Christmas. I did that. I read it from my pop-up book. I think I put that on the other channel, or did I put it on this channel? From my pop-up book that I had when I was maybe about 5, and it's a bit tatty now, but it all pops up and things move on it and everything. So I read it and showed you the book as I was reading it. Let's see. I can't remember if that was on this channel or my other channel. Let's look. Let's see. Be with holiday dates if it's on this channel. Yes, it's on this channel. 289. It really works having my little Word doc. So I look up in my file. I've got like clues. So this is anything to do with holiday dates. And then I've got what number it was. What did I say? 289. And on my Word doc, I can pull it up. 200 what? 89. 289. There it is. Night Before Christmas pop-up book, narrated and shared. Oh, cool. So there's my one. Ashley says, oh, that was Ashley, towards the night before Christmas and so on. Yes. So if you want Ashley to look at my little pop-up book, you'll like that. You can read it to Piggles. I'm sure he'll love that. He will love that very much. Blue says, I'm doing a couple of series through this year because I'm trying to be more organised with my YouTube. Not sure it's working because being more organised, but I'm trying at least. I sat down, made a little plan. There's all these videos I keep thinking, I must do that. That would be a good one. I need to do about that. And I've got all these plans and it's worked out. Every single one I've got planned. I've even put on my whiteboard, right, you are going to make this one. You are going to make this one. Every single one I've got planned needs narration. Oh, my goodness. And Mike barely goes out anymore. If he's in the garden, he's streaming or something like that. And, with this old laptop, the fan goes quite frequently. You've all said you can't hear it on live. But if I'm doing narration, my narration goes through the laptop. So if the fan starts going in the middle of me narrating, you hear that in the narration. So I have to do it again. I don't know when the fan's going to start up. So what I tend to do is a tiny bit narration quick. You'll hear sometimes I speak quite fast, get done and stop. And then the fan goes, woo. Sounds like, when you're in an airplane about to take off and they start all the engines, whatever, and they start all that going. That's what it sounds like. It's dead loud. So occasionally I let a little bit slip by because I'm fed up with doing a long narration. So if you hear this sort of background noise in my narration, it's the fan. It's the fan. Ashley says, if I started reading to Piggles, Karen would call out the special doctors. But Ashley, you are special. You're so special, Ashley. You're so special. Definitely special. Oh, dear. Yeah, so as I was saying, Kate, I keep getting sidetracked. I've got jobs for Kate. And I'm just trying to think of a different format of doing filming because they agree to film in by coming. So if they're on Workaway, they come to me as a volunteer via Workaway site. It does say on that by coming, you agree to be filmed. So I don't have to run it by them. They should have read it. Sometimes I've interviewed my Workawayers for you guys. Sometimes I've shown what they've done. I'm just trying to think of a different way I could show it. Maybe we could do a walk and talk or something. I don't know. I've got to think about that. It's a giggle. I started doing more silent cooking ones because I've had major issues with stuttering recently and just do subtitles instead. I never know what to do about is typing better or is narration better? Because I've got so many viewers from, let's say, more obscure countries whose first language, second language, they don't have any English at all. And I've got a lot of people like that. And some go, oh, please only do typed, like subtitles or whatever. And some say, oh, please only speak, because we can't like translate it back. Yes, you're all going to say you can do the subtitles, you can talk and do the subtitles, but some of them are a bit crazy and they're out of sync sometimes, so I don't know. So I do some of one thing, some of another. As I say, if there's a lot I need to say when I'm showing something, then I narrate it. If it's something like a recipe, I think people need that mostly written down. So I do a bit both. I think it depends more on what type of video I'm doing. Blue says, I think Ashley wants a cuddle me jacket. Have you seen his jacket that he wears gardening? I want one. It's got head gardener Ashley. Obviously, I don't want the word Ashley on it. I want head gardener Dawn. Huh. Yeah, have you guys seen that? Blue says, I just I just do it my way. You can't please everyone, so I figure it's best to do it that way. Yeah, I'm not very good at doing narration. As I say, if Mike's streaming or there's some noise going on or something, I tend to just view film and then do a voiceover, but that takes so much more time. I do like subtitles on YouTube as I'm deaf. Yeah, what do you do with that? You just go in the column at the side, don't you? Do you just press subtitles or do you have to do something else? I did ask Neil about that. If it's as simple as clicking on something, I'll do that, but I'm just not sure. Oh, I am going to be making a video maybe next week. I've got so many odds and ends about info on YouTube. I do them every now and then on my other channel, but there's a lot of new things, such as, you can do podcasts on here now, do you? Do you know you can do podcasts on YouTube? Yes, like it's a proper podcast. It's in studio. You can do podcast. I was telling you the other week about if you're a moderator. Do you know this, Anne? I know Blue was in where I was talking about it. As a moderator, you've got new superpowers, any channel you moderate on. So I might go into that a bit more. And you see at the top, guys, where you can do live chat or top chat. I don't know if it works for you, but for me now, if I go along to next to where it says live chat, because I hope you're in live chat, not top chat. If you go along from that, you've got 3 dots at the end of that bar. I haven't done it from a moderator point of view. But one of the superpowers you moderators have is to control my chat completely. And from here, it won't now say, if you restrict someone for me now, or just the things you can do. The things you could do in the chat for me now. Thanks, Ash. Yeah, the things you can do as a moderator if someone puts a bad comment and blah, 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 all the things you do. Well, that won't now show up in the live chat. But with me pressing on those 3 dots, I can look at what you're up to. I can see what you're doing, but let's say Ashley's not a moderator, so he can't see what you're doing. It won't be in the chat anymore if you've restricted someone and whatever else. But now I've gone on my 3 dots and I can look at the community moderation, i.e. what you're doing, participants, who was doing it. I can toggle the moderation activity. So basically I can decide, right, Blue can do it today and can't. Pop out chat, that's always been there. Toggle the timestamps and obviously send feedback. So I can report the moderators as well as being bad moderators. I hope you understood that. But as I say, I don't know what you get on those 3 dots, if you get the same or different. I haven't done it the other way. Didn't know about podcasts. Yes. Dawn has the info. I'm sure you'll be getting notifications of it. I think it was out. It was mid-February. But I think it's rolling from March. So you should have a notification now. I think it'll probably appear in your dashboard first, I think is where they said they were going to notify you if you go on your dashboard. Where are we? Enable read properly, don't. Enable subtitles on your video, then the viewer can choose. Oh, you tell me how to do it. Enable subtitles and viewer can choose. Right, so that's all I do. Yes, just enable. I'll go and write a note to make sure I do that. Thanks, Ashley. That was helpful. And do you have to do it for each one? Or once you do it, are you saying you want it on all of them? Lucy, I put mine on myself in editing. The translation subtitles, you can get the link to put in the YouTube studio details. Let me read that again because I didn't listen to what I was saying. Put mine on. Oh, you put yours on yourself. Thanks. In editing. Right. Okay. There are translation subtitles you can get the link to put in the. Right. Cool. Goodness. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Poor me. I must be over an hour. Yes. Oh, dear. Funny. Dawn's going bonkers. Oh, the other video I saw. Now, this must have been on Andrea's channel, so Digging for Health, I think. Apologise if I've got it wrong. If it's wrong and it was somebody else, then do let me know and I'll give you a shout out. But I'm pretty sure it was Andrea's Digging for Health. She showed a video of saddleback caterpillar. Do any of you know that? I'm assuming it's American. And it's really cool, actually. Go on Digging for Health. It's really cool. It's like a big caterpillar. And the middle of its back, quite big, probably about that size, the middle of its back, looks like, you know, the sort of saddles you get on camels, where it's got like the 4 little knobbles and then a big bit of green. And she says it's called a saddleback caterpillar. And she said, you must not touch that at all. It's like, I think it's poison or like really deadly. And she says it's something about the saying is it's for the fairies to ride the caterpillar. I thought that was really cool. So go and look at that. And talking of which, Mr. Jimmy from The Astute Tourist, he was talking about what they call tomato hornworms. And he said, I think you can only pick them off to deter them. And I said, oh, no, I was doing slowly, every type of garden bug as a separate video, going all about them, identifying them, telling you how to get rid of them ecologically. So I said, I haven't got around to doing that one. So I'm going to be editing a video of that. I've got all pictures and there's different ones. There's a tobacco hornworm, which is different to the tomato hornworm. And then we've got different hornworms here as well. So I might just collaborate all those hornworms together. And that's what you get the hawk moth from. The tobacco one is what you get the sphinx moth from. And there's another name, five spot moth. We just call it the hawk moth, so I have to think about that. Hey, I've promoted your channel, your live you just did. I'm telling everyone, Shirley, that you're so excited about something you've grown. Don't say what it is, because I said they've got to come and look at your last live. I really love that. Yeah, I really loved that. I thought that was a fab live. That was one of my favourite lives of yours. You were so happy. Really loved it. Really nice. Like the never. Oh, bless her. Must be tiring after you've done your own live to go on another one. I tend not to do that. Once I've done a live, I'm normally done. Absolutely done. Although I have linked up with Sarah Smiles for You after your live, because she was having such a nice little conversation with me. So I said on yours, right, I've got to go and set up my live now. But I jumped on her channel and just put subscribe, but I'll have to come back later because I've got to get ready for my live. So yeah, got another new friend, hopefully via your channel. So thanks for that, spreading the glitter bombs. Yeah, so I'm slowly going through every bug. I've got quite a lot actually that I've already done. I do quite like doing the bugs because I know that's going to help someone somewhere. And the funny thing is, when I do them, I have to try and research all the names they're called. It's like eggplants, aubergines, all these names that you have to get the different words for. And a good example of that, I've just got my book out because I can't remember all the names. Where are we? Where's the one I want to say? There's one that's got so many names. Oh, we call them wood lice. So me, Blue, Ashley, we call them wood lice. They are called wood lice, roly-polies, peel bugs, potato bugs, saw bugs. You just have to get all these names going. So I always have to research when I'm going to make a video. I know what the bugs are, I know all about them, but try and find the names that everyone else will call them. So if someone types in, they get the thing. Ashley says, but anyway, I bought a petrol lawnmower 4 years ago. I have never serviced it or maintained it in any way. So it was stored outside this winter and it still starts and runs. Well pleased. Oh, wow. Well pleased. That's excellent. Really good. Oh, Blue says I call them strawberry thieves. There you go. There's always going to be someone with another name. I do that. I call things. It's like the little. I can't think of what you guys might call them because I only know the Greek name. But they're like a little red insect. They're more thin than they are fat. Imagine a ladybird that's squished and thin. It's not shiny shell or anything. It's like a little insect, and they're red with like little black dots on, but they're thin. I think they're all Europe. I don't know if they're America or whatever. As I say, I can only think of the Greek names. That's no good to any of you. And I know in France, they call them gendarmes, which is the word for police in French, because they always go around in twos. So, yeah, I need to figure out the real name for those, as in English name for them. So if any of you have got a name for those, I can't translate. So as I say, they're black on, no, they're not. They're red, mostly red, quite thin. They look sort of anti, but they've got quite a back of red. Yeah, let's ignore that now. Ashley says secondhand £30. That's excellent. That's really good. We often buy things like that from the auction. They can never confirm things work or not. You can plug things in there, but if someone's just given something an overhaul, it may well work, and then you get home and it doesn't work. So what Mike does, he buys things that he can use the parts of. Then if it doesn't work, he can use the parts, or he's one time bought two the same, and then one did work, one didn't, and he's got spare parts. So yeah, but we tend to be using the strimmer this year for all our acres. The strimmer, yeah. It's cheaper to run the strimmer and just easier. So there we go. He does a little bit every day, like a sort of area, and then I go the next morning and rake all that up, Perfect. We're trying to avoid all the spring flowers, which is a bit hard. Some areas he's got to do, but some areas he's left me as wildflowers because they're so pretty. They're so pretty. My favourite time here definitely is the spring. Definitely. Well, let's do a quick game. And these were from Andrea from Digging for Health. And everyone says they love me doing this. So I'll do a few today. I've gone quite over my hour, but we'll do a few. And if you want to answer, you're most welcome to answer. Or if you just like to listen and know more about me. So the first question on the cards is, what is the greatest symbol of wealth? What's the greatest symbol of wealth? If you have an answer, you may pop the answer in. I've got an answer. What is the greatest symbol of wealth? Euros here. Oh, home. That's lovely. Being able to buy real butter. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I've got a real answer. That's my answer. A big heart. Oh, home. That's lovely. Buy real butter. Can always count on blue. Oh dear, that's funny. Okay, I'll go on to the next one. You're still welcome to answer previous questions because I know you're delayed. You're delayed from me. Which store do you frequent the most? Oh, that's easy. I wonder if anyone knows the answer, my answer, before I put it up. How well do you know me? It's been on videos. Nana. Oh. Who knows what store I go to do? Oh, I wonder if anyone knows. I barely ever go shopping. I don't do the food shopping. I don't drive. I don't drive. There's no shops around here. 40 minutes away, at least. Recycling store. Oh, good answer. Good answer, but no. But no. I have to run. Oh, see you then. Film the beginning of the chicken coop. Oh, bless you. Great to see you, Anne. Lovely to see you. Big hugs. Look, guys, do you remember this? Jumbo. Oh, my gosh. You ever come to Cyprus? Or if you go to Greece, because it actually comes from Greece, you must go to Jumbo. It's got everything. Think of a better Target. Bigger, much bigger than Target, much better than Target, more stuff than Target. Think of that. That's the closest I can get. And I just wish I could film in shops, but you're not allowed. Oh, it's awesome. I'm always talking about it on lives. I'm always showing you hauls from there. Same time, big hugs. Simply wicked. Fundraising stream. Stuck with place till tomorrow. Okay, next question. What would cause you to fall completely in love with someone? Well, they've got to be really nice, genuine. Just be a really genuine, kind-hearted, awesome person. Awesome, kind-hearted, loving. That's easy. That's all I can say. They've just got to be just there, but in a quiet way, not in a showy way. I can't stand people who show, look how lovely I am. Like you get these famous people, they always have to be filmed donating or let it be known or leak it to the media. No. Definitely not. Okay, next one. What is a great way to distract someone? Look. Everyone will look anyway. Everyone will look anyway. I tell you a funny thing to do. If you ever go in a lift or elevator, if you ever go there and there's a few people, stand near the front, like where the doors are, and be in there for a minute, and then suddenly go, who brought that piano in here? And I guarantee everyone would turn around to look. Who brought that piano in here? It works every time. You've got to be right at the front of the lift and just wait a minute and go, who brought that piano in here? So I would say that's a great way to distract someone. Try it. If you don't go in lifts or elevators, just go in one tomorrow and try it. And I want your responses. Let me know what happens. And actually, don't go in by yourself. It won't work. Oh dear. I think we'll finish on that note because I'm getting really tired now. And I'm just going to get really silly. So, thanks for being here as always. Much love to you all. And thanks for being here so much. I've really had a great time with you. All of you are just so much fun. Really great. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way in or out. If you are watching this back later, don't forget to add a comment below so I can appreciate you all the more to know that you were there. Thanks, guys, for being here who were in the live stream. I get it's not your time wherever you're from, but thank you very much. So until next time, as always, Meraki.